the corner threats in the corner. That's it.
And is this build built for a certain mode, or is it a good build for all the modes?
It's here for every mode. Any mode you throw in it, it's going to dominate. It'll make an instant impact. Park, wreck, cages, whatever you throw at it.
I actually used this during Season 1, throughout Season 1. I loved it. So talk about...
Coming up next, the Hornets taking on the Bucks. For the Hornets, they've shown no fear so far this season. Now on the road against one of the toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Bucks, Hornets, tip-off just moments away. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Miller is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's MP. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Ball in at the point. And for the Bucks, Beasley on the wing along with Middleton. The big men on the floor for him, Giannis and Portis. And it's Lillard in at the one. With the majority of the season behind SGA, what becomes the focus for teams that have postseason aspirations?
Kevin, ideally, this is the time of year that you want to be hitting your stride. So you have to make sure everyone's on the same page and that you're united in the same goal.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Lillard, the pass to Portis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Violation. Jump ball call.
And so here's Charlotte. Bridges with the steal. From 13, shot is good off the back rim and in.
You know, we've seen Bridges knock down threes, but I think this is his sweet spot at 15 to 19-foot range.
Against Lillard. Shoots over Ball. Drops the inside leaner.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
And one thing with LaMelo, Clark, he has so much length at that point guard position.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's listed at 6'7", but he's got a much bigger wingspan than that, which allows him to effectively throw passes over the top. And I think it helps in him being disruptive as a defender, too.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
The rebound by Richards.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Miller. Count it. Good.
What composure from the rookie inside. Miller doesn't let the defense speed him up.
Lillard looking around. To the middle. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Here's Giannis. And it's good, 2 points.
Physical defense, nothing new to Giannis because he faces that every night.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the dunk by MP.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And Portis throws it down.
Nice play. The pass goes up, and Portis just swallows it.
The three from MP connects from three-point range. MP's got 7 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And Greg, with the coaching changes in Milwaukee, where are they looking for improvement?
Well, Kevin, they've been dominant in the regular season, but the playoffs require adjustments. That chess match is where they hope to improve.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Crowder comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Lillard. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Washington comes in for Bridges. Gordon Hayward's checked in. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Ball. That's good from Payne. So he gets them both. And so MP will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets, leading by 5. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meet. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
MP outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
One of the standout performers recently, we have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick.
Payne looking around. That shot misses. Good defense by MP. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Another miss by MP. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Antetokounmpo, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Floats it up for Williams. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander. Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Fires from way outside. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jay Crowder. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Malik Beasley. And then for Charlotte, Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Book Knight comes in for Terry Rozier. And MP subbed in for Ball.
And I like the work Lillard's put into his defense the past few seasons. He may not be a stopper, but he's improved immensely at that end of the floor.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Book Knight. Bridges out there with Miller. Then it's MP. And it's Williams at the 5. Home in the paint.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, it's been an impressive offensive output.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Portland was tremendous. He contributed 61 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Bucks leading by 10. Pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. And it's Payne in the corner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. Fires from deep. And to Tecumbo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Lillard's got 14 points for the game.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
MP, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And to Tecumbo. And Giannis throws it down.
Ooh, a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Lillard with the bucket.
He's just an electric factory. Lillard is such an amazing athlete.
8 seconds left in the first half. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Milwaukee Bucks.
48, the Hornets, 31.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway game, guys. He has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Middleton and Giannis slot in at the small and power forward. Damian Lillard out there with Beasley. And it's Portis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it, and that's what we do in life normally, right?
Portis can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 14. To the inside. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo could arguably be called the most feared slasher in league history. He says, I just tried to read the crowd, read the walls, and see where I can beat them. There's a second there that you can attack the seams and change your speed. I've done this 25 to 30 times every night, so I know what to look for. Kevin?
He definitely does, David. A master at his craft. Hey, DA, thanks for the report. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte.
And when you talk about Giannis' defense, he really has some unique attributes.
Boy, does he ever, Greg. I mean, you think about his length, his athleticism, his agility. He's a guy who can defend the ball and the screener almost at the same time because of that great length. So offenses sometimes go away from him in the pick and roll, which allows him to kind of play free safety on that back line as a rim protector. Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Down low, Bridges with the steal. And here we go with Miller running up the court. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from MP.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. Shot clock at 5. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Yeah, the game has a bit of a different texture than it did just a little bit ago. Suddenly, that lead is not looking as comfy and cozy as it once did.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lillard against Ball. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
It takes a lot of courage to get in there with those big bodies. And Lillard with no shortage of it.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Give it up for your forward crew.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Jay Crowder comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Payne in for Damian Lillard. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. B.J. Washington comes in for Bridges. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Miller. And it's Rozier in for Ball. Now, here's MP. 30 points in the game. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 15 points in just the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
The drive by MP. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. That three off the mark.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to lead.
A three from MP. Tries again. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Williams.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Now here's Beasley. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Inside, here's MP. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes.
Substitution.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. MP is out there with Ball. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Miller. And it's Richards in at the 5 spot. Middleton. Milwaukee. No good that time either. Hornets trail by 7. Here's Ball. A rebound by the Bucks. Beasley's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
This has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Here's Bridges. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Lillard against MP. They get the rebound. And yes, it's good. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Milwaukee's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Middleton. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. A nice shot by MP.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Outside, out of the Kumbo. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Buries it down low.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from MP. Lillard against MP. And it's Lillard missing. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. On the wing, MP.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To take the lead. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. To the paint. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Hornets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And the dunk by MP.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Bridges against Giannis. Pass to Middleton. No good again that time. Hornets leading by 4. And MP throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 6. 1:21 left in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance player of the game.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during that break, listen in on Adrian Griffin. He told his players, I need you to play smarter out there. We're in a rush right now, and that's why we're behind. Slow things down, run our plays. We'll see if that tempo shifts at all. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. .106 left in the fourth quarter. Miller outside. A 3 from MP. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Malik Beasley. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. MP, good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Bridges, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 11.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Beasley with the steal.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point.
Substitution on the court.
In the corner, it's MP. Sinks the triple.
So many of the plays they're running are designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 7. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
So it's the Hornets picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother me. Road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time